Expert Harley Lippman and Executive Vice President at the Heritage Foundation, Derek Morgan. Thank you both for joining us this morning. Great to see you. Vice President Vance referred to 4 points accomplished during the talks, including the establishment of mechanisms to determine the Strait of Hormuz and the creation of a deconfliction cell to ensure the end of military operations in Lebanon as Israel continues to defend itself against Hezbollah. Let's take a listen.
We want Israel's security to be protected, and we also want Lebanon's sovereignty to be protected, and this is going to be an ongoing conversation. The Israelis have been very clear they do not have territorial intentions on South Lebanon. The reason they feel they have to be there is because they're worried about Hezbollah fighters in South Lebanon firing into Israel.
Harley, do you think continued fighting in Lebanon could upend this deal?
Well, it's all up to Hezbollah. Remember, Hezbollah recently broke the ceasefire by attacking Israel. No one disputes these facts. And Israel is just trying to protect its people and defending themselves. The larger concern here is about consequences. If the Gulf nations see that America is not being a reliable ally to Israel when they just fought a war shoulder to shoulder together, they could end up making their own deals with Iran or getting a nuclear bomb themselves to protect themselves because they could conclude that they may not be able to rely on the United States. And this also carries through to the Pacific with China. Everybody's watching this. America and Israel are very close allies and close friends, and nobody's done more for Israel than President Trump. But Japan, South Korea, Philippines, they also may conclude that if America is not going to stand by a strong ally, they may want to make their own deal with China or get a nuclear bomb. So these are the consequences we have to be mindful of. Other than that, what I'm hearing is very encouraging.
Breaking news this morning, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has resigned, facing mounting pressure within his own party. Harley, real quick, your reaction, especially given what we saw with the US and the UK, it seems like in terms of allies, I mean, they really did not step up.
Not at all. And I think President Trump said it very well. They failed on immigration. They failed on securing oil. They failed on being a more reliable ally to the United States, especially in terms of Iran. They failed on supporting the United States with Israel in the war against Iran. So on every level, I think they've done a very poor job for the people of England and for the world and for the relationship with the United States. I think Nigel Farage and the Conservative Party would bring a breath of fresh air to their country.
All right, Harley Lippman, Derek Morgan, as always, great to see you both, and thank you for your insights.
Thank you.
Thank you.